Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Middleware Technologies. Today we'll be looking at how we can manage passwords using a very basic utility pass on a Linux system. Okay, so here in this video we will be looking at how we can install that utility on a Linux machine, and we will see how we can initialize that utility use that utility to initialize a store, like a secure store wherein we will be able to store our passwords in a encrypted fashion. Okay, so we basically we deal with a lot of passwords which we want to use regularly in order to utilize some kind of a website or some kind of a server that we want to log in. So we deal with the passwords on a regular basis while we are working. So we need we are looking at a tool which we can install very easily on a Linux machine, and which we can use it to encrypt our passwords and store it in a secure manner, and use it whenever we require that. Okay, so that is what we are going to achieve in this video, which we are looking at. Okay, so right now I'm currently working on Fedora 37 workstation, which we will be using in order to install the required tools. Now let us try to understand what is pass. Okay, so as I said, pass is a very lightweight password manager tool using the standard Unix tools. Okay, so it is basically used to generate a secure password store. Okay, so it basically uses our GPG ID key in order to store the passwords which we want to basically encrypt using that GPG key ID, and it is going to store that password in that folder. Okay, so that is all that this utility is going to do for us in order to securely store our passwords in the provided password store location. Okay, and all that it is going to do using the GPG key or GPG ID key that you have provided. Okay, so let us see how we can achieve this in this video. Okay, so first thing we need to do in order to utilize the pass utility is we need to generate a GPG key, or you can utilize your existing GPG key ID also in order to encrypt your password into the password store. Okay, but for this video let us try to generate a GPG key which we will be utilizing specifically to store the passwords. Okay, so let me go into my shell, and we are going to generate a GPG key for our usage. Okay, so for that the command that we are going to run is GPG full generate key. Okay, okay, so it is going to ask us for some details, so let us try to provide those details. It basically is used to generate our GPG key. So first option, we will select RSA and RSA, and the key size that we want to generate is the default that we will be using, that is 3072, and key expiration or validity, for now let us put it as the default 0, that is this key is going to be valid or it is not going to be expiring. Okay, and does it is this correct? So let us answer is yes. So GNU GPG needs to construct a user ID to identify your key. So let us try to name it as Fed Research, like a dummy key name, and the email address Fed Research @stack.com. Okay, and comment. So let us give the name as Fed Research itself, and this is the GPG key that is going to be generated for us. Do we want to change anything? No, we are good. If it is good, like, you can just say OK. And now it asks for the passphrase to protect our new key. Okay, so let us provide the passphrase. And try to set it. So we are able to generate our GPG key with the following name. Okay, so this is how, like, we are going to generate the GPG key for our situation. Okay, so now we can also list the GPG keys using the following command once we have generated the GPG key. Okay, so this is the command that we can use in order to list out the GPG keys that are available on our system. Okay, so let me clear my system and try to run it. So here are the list of GPG keys, and this one is the GPG key that we have just generated. Okay, so now let us go into our next step, that is install pass. Okay, so as I said, this is the package that we are going to install using the DNF utility. So let us try to install this package, which is used for password management. So I have already installed this package on my system. So it will be shown as already installed, but you can try to install it if it is not installed on your system already. Okay, so now that we have our pass utility or pass CLI utility installed, let us try to go into our next step, that is initializing the password store. Okay, so here is the important step that we are going to carry out, wherein we are going to generate a password store or a location wherein we will be storing our passwords in an encrypted fashion using the GPG key ID. Okay, so for that, like, we need to initialize our password store using a GPG key ID. So this is the command that we are going to use. Okay, so we need to do pass init and our GPG key ID, but let me take my GPG key ID. So this is the GPG key ID that we are going to use in order to encrypt the passwords in the password store. Okay, and now let us give the password store a location by passing -p. If you are not going to provide this location, like a hidden folder like .password store is going to be used as the default store folder location. Okay, so let us give it the name as Fed Research. Okay, now, like, we have created a folder like in our password store. Okay, so here then it creates that folder in the password store hidden folder location itself. So in case, like, we are not going to provide this Fed Research or the folder path, like, it is basically going to store in this the root folder itself. Okay, so that is one correction in my statement, but yes, so this is very good feature, I think, wherein you will be able to segregate your passwords into different folders or different password stores, we can say, where we'll be able to store our passwords. Okay, so now our password store is initialized, that is fed research. Okay, in the password store hidden folder location. Okay, so now our password store is initialized, and it's time to basically store our passwords. Okay, so let me clear my screen and let us go into our documentation. Okay, so now it's time to store our new password. So let us try to run this command in order to store the password in our folder. So let me copy that, and so this is pass insert that we are going to utilize in order to create our new password. And we want to create this new password in the store fed research. So let us name it as fed research, and let's say like we want to store a password for get utility, and the username is admin. So I'll follow this naming convention. So we will be using the fed research password store as the location where we want to store the password, and this is the utility or the website or the system for which we are going to store the password, and underscore the second string is going to be the username for that password. Okay, so let us follow this convention and try to insert the password, and it will ask for a password. So let me give the name as admin@1111. Okay, and let us follow that again. I think I entered a wrong password. Okay, so let me retry it. So I gave the password now. So now our password is stored in the fed research password store with the following name, that is get_admin. Okay, so now let us try to list the home folder wherein our password store is located, fed research, and try to do ls over there. So you can see like our password like for this git utility, so basically it is stored with the same name, get_admin.gpg file. So if you try to look at that file, it is going to be an encrypted string that you will not be able to like see directly. Okay, so in order to now extract that password, so now let us go into our next step, that is retrieve the password to clipboard. Okay, okay, so in order to copy the password and store it in a clipboard for a temporary period of time, like we are going to use this utility, so that is pass -c. Okay, so it is going to copy that string into our notepad into clipboard for a temporary period of time. Okay, so let me run this, and it is going to now ask for your GPG key password. Okay, so this is, as you can see, fed research is the GPG key ID that we utilized in order to encrypt our passwords in the fed research key store. Okay, so now let us provide that password, and it has decrypted the password for us. Now it is copied into my clipboard. So if I go and do a copy over here, so I'm just doing Control V, and it has decrypted the password and it has copied it into the clipboard, and now I'm able to paste it into my notepad. Okay, so this is how like we will be able to decrypt our password securely, because let's say like if you have somebody around and you do not want to disclose your password but still you want to decrypt it, you can do pass minus C. But let's say if you are okay with decrypting your password plain text onto the console, like you can just do pass without minus C and it is going to decrypt the password for you. Okay, so this is how like you will be able to store your passwords into the provided folder, that is a password store, and you will be able to retrieve the passwords. Now like it's time to let's say like you want to create one more password. So let's insert one more password, let's say for Fedora user admin or user dev. Okay, so we will insert a password for Fedora user, that is dev, and let us provide the password as dev@1234, dev@1234. Now our password is stored. Okay, so now if you want to decrypt that password, you can do pass and that string name, and it has decrypted our password. But now let us say like you want to know like how many passwords or the list of passwords that are stored in your key store or the password store. Okay, so for that you can do just fed research pass and the folder name, and it should be able to provide you with the list of passwords that are stored in that location. Okay, so now you have the list and you can just go do the string that we want to extract the password for, and you will be able to retrieve that password. Okay, so this is how like you will be able to use this very basic utility in order to encrypt your passwords using the GPG ID key, and you will be able to decrypt it using the same GPG ID key. Okay, so that is as simple as this. Instead of going into like proprietary tools in order to manage your passwords, like it is always a good idea to use a very lightweight tool which is like basically inbuilt into your Linux system. There might be a chance where you are not sure like what that proprietary tool is going to do, or how that password store is going to be utilized, or maybe they will be storing your passwords somewhere on the internet. So if you are unsure of like what the tool is going to do for you, like it is always a good idea to use a very basic tool which is provided by default by the Linux distribution itself. Okay, so that's why like I wanted to show you this very basic utility that you can utilize in order to store your passwords. But so let's say like if it is not only the passwords that you are going to store, but there are a lot of other things like GPG keys or certificates that you want to encrypt. So for that situation, I think the pass utility is not going to work out for you, but there is a tool that you can install on the Linux machine, which provides you with a GUI utility in order to encrypt your passwords, your key stores, or the keys using that utility. Okay, so that utility which I am going to talk about is Seahorse. Okay, so before that, so let's say if you want to delete your entry, okay, so let's say like you have a list of two entries now, and I want to delete one entry, so we can do pass rm fed research and the user that we want to delete, or the string that we want to delete. You can just pass that name and it is going to ask you whether you want to delete it, and you can delete it. Okay, so now if you go and list, and you will be able to find only one entry, and the other entry has been deleted right now. Okay, so this is how like you can use the pass utility in order to manage your passwords. So now that we have looked at the pass utility, let us try to go and look at the GUI utility, that is Seahorse. So for that, like let us try to install that utility. So we need to do sudo dnf install Seahorse. This utility also I have installed it, and you can install it using the same command, and you should be good. Okay, so now let us try to search for Seahorse, but the actual password string it will be passwords and keys. Okay, so let me open this one, and this is the screen that you will be looking at once you have installed the Seahorse, which is a passwords and keys management utility. Okay, so here like if I go into GNU GPG keys, like the Fed research key that we have created, like you will be able to see that key over here. Okay, so because that is the key that is available for us to use. Okay, and OpenSSH keys, like I have a couple of keys which I use over here, so that is also there. And now if you go into this plus sign, add a new key or item, it will ask you like what is the type of thing that you wanted to store. Okay, so let's say if I want to let's say if I want to store a password over here, so I can use this plus sign and try to add a password, and the description, let's say git underscore admin, so let's say git underscore dev, and provide the password and add it. Okay, so now the password is stored. Like if you want to get into the details of it, like you can just double click it, and the item will be like open, and you can just copy the password over here. Okay, but if you want to decrypt it, you can just unkey it, and it will show your password. Okay, so this is how like you can utilize your utility that is Seahorse in order to store your passwords and keys in a secure manner. And if you want to lock the store, like you can just do that, click on that lock icon, and it is going to lock your passwords or the secrets that you have stored in that location. And if now if you want to unlock it, like you can just do unlock and provide the password for your system, and it is going to unlock your key stores. Okay, so this is how like you can use the Seahorse utility in order to encrypt various types of things like keys and passwords, which is going to be very useful if you are not going to use only passwords which you want to encrypt it. Okay, so this is all I wanted to show you in this video. Basically how we can utilize the pass utility in order to encrypt our passwords in a secure manner. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you all. Thanks for watching this video, and you guys have a great day.